been in the restaurant business since 1957. She started a little family restaurant, and we operated that restaurant, Mom, my brother, and I, and our whole family's involved in it. And we recently sold the restaurant. We operated from 1957 to the summer of 2012. And I thought that would be a great idea to share with everybody some of Mom's recipes. I know we had people come from miles and miles around to eat her famous chicken noodles. So today, that's what our episode 1 is going to be, is our homemade chicken and noodles. This is where it all starts, right in the pot here. We take chicken. We take this is what we make our base with. We take a breast or a thigh. I personally like the thighs because they give a little more fat to the broth. But you boil off how much chicken you want to put in your noodles, and you just boil it till the chicken is done, and then you, most importantly, you save the broth. You take 3 eggs and a stick of butter, which is a 1/4 pound. So from that point, then you take it and you're going to put it in a bowl like this. Okay, now Trinity's going to help us do this. Okay, Trinity, go ahead.
Eggs.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Yep.
You know how to crack them.
Again now. With Grandma's help. All right, now we have 3 eggs in,
Oh no! 30 seconds.
and we're gonna melt this butter in a pan in the microwave. Like I said, you just do it till it's melted. Butter.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna want to whisk them together. If you pour it in there and it's too hot, you're gonna get scrambled eggs. You gotta temper them in.
So basically, you pour the butter in as you stir the eggs, because if the butter's too hot, you will get you'll kind of scramble your eggs, kind of cook them a little bit. So you just pour them in slowly, the butter in slowly, the eggs, and you just continually whip as you pour in.
Yeah, hold it.
I tried coffee.
Yeah, you're doing good, sweetheart.
I tried coffee and that one.
Yeah, you're doing good. So you just whip it up till you get to a point where they just kind of blend it into butter, and the eggs are blended in, so it's just even consistency. The last ingredient in the noodles is going to be the flour, and basically it's just a process of adding flour into the noodle, or into the eggs and butter until you get the right consistency. Now you're going to ask, what is the right consistency? Well, again, you got to have them thick enough so you can roll them out. It'd be kind of similar to almost a pie crust, I'm going to assume. But
I asked Grandma Miller how many cups or spoonfuls, and she said, well, I can't tell you an exact amount. You just do it till it's the right consistency.
You just do it to the right consistency. You say it's getting pretty thick here. And like I said, it gets a little tough to stir around here, but you just got to keep after it. And it's not exactly a white glove thing, but then again, everything that tastes good is usually not. All right, now after you kind of stir them a little bit, you kind of want to what we call kind of a kneading process. You want to get the flour away from the sides of the bowl, and just make sure you got a nice dough ball when you're done. And like I said, after you stir till you can stir no longer, then you just kind of take the noodles. You can add a little more flour until you. I said flour. No, there's no flour involved. This all flour. And you just kind of knead it with your fingers until you get a nice consistency. And again, that's just done. You'll know it when you do it a few times. When you get the dough, the noodle dough, about ready, you got to prepare your surface. And like I said, you just kind of take a clean surface and you spread some flour, and you got a roller. And like I said, you just kind of take it and you spread it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your noodles out on this. So you prepare a place here, and then like I said, you got a big ball of chicken noodles balls here. And so like I said, you can take it and kind of squeeze it off, make it manageable. You can just take a little piece like this. You start with a piece like this, and then you just kind of flatten it out, and you take the roller and proceed from there. All right, we got our noodles assembled. We got them cut, rolled out, and they are done. We boiled our chicken off. You can see our chicken is already boiled off right over this pan. We're gonna kind of tear that up here just a bit. But the most important part of this whole deal is seasoning your broth correctly. And our master chicken noodle maker, Clara Miller, is going to do that right now. And what we have is this is a kind of a pasty base that we acquired at we used to get this at the same stuff at a restaurant, and a company makes this called Farmer Brothers. It used to be Cane's, but it's just chicken paste. And if you know somebody on the restaurant, this stuff here is what we use. But don't use bouillons because the cube bouillons, because they're not any good. The paste kind, if you can find it, is the best. So what you do, you basically just add enough, and it's just taste it as you go. And that's the whole secret to it. There's not a set amount. You just add, and if you happen to get it a little bit too salty with this base, you can pour some of it out and add water and dilute it down. But this is the most important step right here, is the seasoning of the broth. And again, a lot of this will be on your personal preference taste, but I can tell you from experience, if you don't do this correctly, the whole batch of noodles is not going to taste right. But the broth is the most important thing that you can season in the whole process. Right there, this is a nice big handful, a little bit of time, and you just kind of continue to stir. Now, a lot of people say, I like mine thick, I don't like mine thick, but a lot of it depends, you know, like I said, the volume of noodles you put in the volume of the water. I kind of like mine a little on the thick side, but, you know, that's a personal preference. But it's important not to just let it set. I mean, you kind of want to keep moving the noodles around so they won't stick together. How many bowls of noodle or batches of chicken noodles do you think you made, Mom?
Oh, probably. You mean tonight?
Over your lifetime is what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
A truckload, I would say, right?
Made them every
Tuesday?
twice a week.
Every Sunday?
Yeah, at Miller's Cafe we had them on Tuesdays and Sundays, and I guarantee you people would mark their calendars on those days. And if something came up you didn't have noodles, you had to answer a lot of questions. We had people from many miles come around, and they would come there exclusively for our chicken noodles. Hold on just a second. The last step is the chicken. Now, you put the chicken in the noodles last. That's the very last thing, because like I said, you don't want to put it in while they're cooking, because the chicken will string up and it'll it just makes it stringy. So you put the noodles in, the chicken in last is the very last thing. You just kind of put them in, and then when you get it all the chicken in, which we're just about to get it all in, then you just stir it so that you distribute the chicken evenly inside the noodles, and you don't stir it anymore. And then you're done. You're ready to eat them. That comes the best part of the whole deal right here. Oh wow, this is yummy.
Gary and I got them.
Trinity, do you like chicken and noodles? Oh man, they are good, aren't they? You made them too, didn't you? You helped. All right, awesome.